Welcome back to the Gentleman's Gazette. In today's video, we discuss 10 tips that help you to style and create better men's fall outfits. Number 1. Wear heavier fabrics with an interesting texture and pattern. Most suit fabrics today are very lightweight. They come in plains, very subtle patterns. For a full wardrobe, you want to reverse that. You want to go with flannel or tweed because it has a slightly fuzzy texture and it just creates a more warm, comfortable look that's perfect for fall winter. In terms of weight, I'd suggest you go with about 12 ounces or 350 grams per meter. It's a good balance between being warm, between a nice drape, but also not overheating. For business, you can go with gray flannel, for example, that is mottled and made up of different kinds of gray, which gives you that slightly more casual, yet still formal enough look. For a sport coat, you can go with oatmeal colors, browns, bottle greens, burgundies, and anything in between. Probably the most popular fall pattern is herringbone, which I'm wearing here right now, in a combination of burgundy and green, which is rather unusual. Oftentimes you'll see brown and dark brown, oatmeal and beige, or anything of that kind. Alternatively, you can also have a windowpane or a district check, houndstooth, shepherd's check. All of these patterns look really good. Of course, you can also have a Prince of Wales check or a Glen check jacket, and basically there are no limits to what patterns you can wear. You can be bolder in the pattern, but more subdued in the colors. Which brings us to point number 2. Opt for fall colors. Unlike summer colors, fall colors are generally more muted. That means rich, soft colors such as burgundy or burnt orange. You can also go with bottle green, bronze, or dark blues, purples, bronzes, or blues and browns. If you want to wear bright colors, limit it to one bright color and keep everything else toned down. You want these duller colors because it goes well with nature, which loses its color as well, and you just fit in very well, and it's very seasonally appropriate. For neckwear, that means a madder color, which always has the backside of the madder blue, and in the front, it creates this beautiful, rich, but not too bright shade of a color. So always bear in mind, go with subdued colors and dial it down a tone. Plum, bottle green, burnt orange, you name it, they all work. Number 3, mix the colors, the textures, and the patterns. The art of matching your accessories with your garments lies in the subtle harmony of all elements. That means you want to have a contrast on the one hand, so things are different, yet they have to be tied together so you have kind of like a orchestra where everything harmonizes even though they're different instruments. For example, right now I'm wearing this burgundy and green herringbone. I pair it with this very pale yellowy orangey shirt, which is softer than a white shirt, and so it's just a little more subdued. Then I'm wearing a tie that has orange in it and blue tones, and it just goes well with the shirt and the jacket. For the pocket square, we pick up some of these colors and earthy tones, but we set a contrast on the dark background. The jacket I'm wearing is tweed, the tie is wool challis, and the pocket square is wool as well, and the shirt is cotton. Overall, the pocket square is not fussy, but the jacket is, and neither is a tie, so it works quite well together. Everything has a soft texture. Alternatively, I could have used something like a madder silk pocket square because it has a very matte shine to it, and it's just a different texture. So don't go for something super shiny like satin, but something matte shiny that is different enough, but ties in together with the color or the pattern. But it shouldn't be too similar, otherwise the observer doesn't know where to look and it's confusing. Number 4 means go with distinct fall neckwear. that could either be bow ties or neckties. The best items for fall, in my opinion, are wool challis, which is a wool and it's matte by nature, and the colors are more subdued. Next up is madder silk, which has a wonderful touch. It's usually slightly gummy, and the backside of the fabric always has this kind of madder blue, which comes through, and it creates these marvelous subdued shapes in the front. Another popular kind of fall ties is the knit tie, either in a crunchy silk with some texture or in wool with a fussy, soft touch. You can find all of these specific fall ties in our shop here. 5. Round out your look with a fall pocket square. Just like with ties, you want to stick with wool challis or madder silk. You could also go with cashmere or anything else that is fuzzy and has a nice subdued look. When matching your pocket square to your tie and your outfit, you want to have a different pattern that picks up another color in the outfit. Make sure the pattern of your pocket square is not too similar in size and scale to your tie, otherwise it looks confusing. Also, never wear the same pattern of pocket square and tie. 6. Reorganize your closet. In order to create wonderful, good-looking fall outfits, you need to see what you have in your closet so you can combine it properly. That means taking out all the noise. Therefore, you have to remove your summer items. You want to get rid of all the shorts and seersucker and add all the vests, corduroys, and fall accessories into one place so you can see them and come up with better ideas on how to combine them. Most people try to avoid doing it, but it really helps unless you have such a large wardrobe where you can store all your fall items in one place and all your summer items in another one. 7. Brown shoes are your friend. The beauty about brown is that it comes in thousands of shades and none is exactly like the other. On top of that, it creates a beautiful patina which goes well with fall outfits. Brown suede goes particularly well with flannel. You can also have tan shoes or oxblood loafers. But to learn more about how to wear brown shoes and what fabrics and colors you should combine it with, check out this video here. 8. Wear a boutonniere with your outfit if you have a buttonhole in your lapel. Right now, this jacket doesn't have a buttonhole, so I'm not wearing a boutonniere. If it has one, I'll add one. Personally, my favorite for fall is an Edelweiss boutonniere because it's a soft white, it looks marvelously realistic, and it can be worn with almost any sport coat I have. Other good options include a blue cornflower or a slightly pink flower because it ties together well the browns, the greens, the plums, the burgundies, the greens, and the mustard yellows. 9. Wear scarves, trench coats, and quilted jackets. Scarves are ideal for fall/winter because not only do they keep you warm, but it's another element that makes you quite stylish. A thin weight scarf is perfect for fall, and you can also just wear it with your sport coat when it's not cold enough for a top coat or an overcoat yet. If you don't have one already, you should get a trench coat because it keeps you dry when it's raining. It's warm enough to keep you comfortable, but not so heavy that you easily overheat. If it gets colder, you can also button in a wool liner that will keep your core warm and your sleeves a little cold. But if you wear a jacket underneath, you should be fine. To learn more about the trench coat, what we recommend in the details, please check out our in-depth guide here with the video. An ideal outerwear alternative for fall is the quilted jacket because it keeps you warm, it's lightweight, it's durable, and it travels very well. To learn more about this wonderful addition to any gentleman's wardrobe, please check out our guide here. 10. Last but not least, get an overcoat. If you live in a colder climate, where even fall can be quite cold, an overcoat is your best companion, and you can also wear it in the winter and early parts of spring when it's still really cold. I really like this overcoat for fall because it has this large-scale Donegal tweed herringbone pattern, which is just much more casual and fall-like than a plain navy or gray or black overcoat. It creates a visual interest and it's fun wearing and combining it. Bonus tip number 11. Unlined gloves are some of the most underrated things for a full wardrobe. Not only do they look extremely elegant because they're so thin and there's no cashmere or alpaca lining that makes it bigger, but they're also just warm enough to keep your hands cozy. At the same time, they also protect your skin from rougher outside elements. Personally, I love wearing unlined gloves during this season, especially when I drive, when I walk outside, because it always elevates my outfit and adds a touch of uniqueness and elegance. Just make sure you get them in colors that contrast with your coats. And for a selection of gloves and other fall accessories, please take a look at our shop. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and sign up to our free email newsletter here.